Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video marks the beginning of the week number 43 in this Road to 100k Realized Return Challenge, and the week started with an absolute roller coaster of a trading day. As you know by now, and I already touched that point in the last video, because Moody's, the one of the top three credit rating agencies, downgraded the U.S. debt credit rating from AAA to AA1. There was, of course, a big impact, not only in the bond market, but also in the stock market. Stocks went down after hours on Friday and continue to do so today before the market opened. However, as you can see here in the chart, and I'm going to show the one-day chart here, as you can see, that it opened pretty much further down relative to where it was or where it ended the session last Friday. But then, as you can see here, it basically recouped all its losses at this point in time at this point in the middle of the trading session. It even went positive, but then it pulled back and has been now, as you can see here, trading even basically breaking even relative to the session close on Friday. And so apparently the impact was not that significant, and because at the beginning of the session I saw this immediate upswing, I decided not to trade anything, not to sell any calls. I decided to wait until this momentum of the session of the trading subsided, so that I can input my trades. Even so, I was very conservative. I decided to sell 3 calls with a 526 strike price. At the time, the probability of profit, of course, market implied probability, was 95%. I haven't mentioned before, but over the past couple of weeks, all the calls that have been sold on the Qs, on the QQQ, have been with at least a 90% probability of profit, meaning a 10 delta, the 10 delta calls. And even so, I've been stopped several times, as you recall. But now I went even more conservative because I did not know what is going to happen, and rightly so, at the expense of a lower premium. It was a good move because basically it was enough for us to be able to keep this option without triggering the stop loss. I basically put the stop loss at 16. At this point, when the stock went positive for the day, it touched briefly on the 14, but then it came back, and so almost touched the stop loss, and by this point I would be out of the trade with a loss. But fortunately, the stock pulled back and the calls pulled back as well. And so as things stand at the moment, I decided to take out the stop losses because this option will expire worthless anyway. And depending on what's going to happen in the market over the next few minutes, because we are 20 minutes from the end of the session, probably I don't know if I'm going to trade some more, but if not, probably I will let this option expire worthless and just keep the premium entirely for myself without having to buy the option back. But yeah, basically we recouped all the losses. Clearly the momentum is a positive one. The markets are very optimistic that this whole affair about the tariffs will end up not having the impact that it was initially expected to have, but we will see. The impact of the tariffs is not there yet in its full magnitude, and so we'll have to wait and see what it really is to make sure that we get a better understanding of what's going on, and the market then can react accordingly with more information. As for the Pfizer, I decided to sell more calls equal to this one, but I decided to again place the limit price at 2 cents for the remaining 6 calls that I can sell, but the trade was not filled. There are no options available to be sold. These options are not available to be sold at 2 cents, so this order will die because it dies at the end of the day. But it makes no sense to sell these calls at 1 cent, given the fact that it's a 3 weeks call, and so yeah, unless we sell it at 2 cents or more, it doesn't make any sense for us to do so, to sell it for less than that. For now, we'll just have to wait. I don't know if there are any options yet worthwhile to be sold right at the very end of the session. There are here, but the not this one, because this is far too close to the current price, but probably this one at the very end of the session. But still, we'll have to wait until the dying seconds of the session to see if it's worthwhile to buy back the one we have, and then sell these ones to get a bit more premium out of our shares. So far, this is it. We will have to wait and see. For the time being, this is all. Feel free to also leave your comments in the comment section down below. I'm also available on LinkedIn in case you want to slide me a DM and ask any questions. And of course, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And we will reconvene at the end of the week to see how the trades went out. And of course, to finish the week 43 of this challenge. And I'll see you there.